everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me lower down the volume here in and of itself. Let me know how the volume ends up being for today. Welcome and hello, everyone. Welcome to Ginger Prime. My name is Brian, if you happen to be new around here. Thankfully, today I've been able to avoid spoilers. Had a couple of family things pop in. A couple of soccer games got rescheduled right during the original event. So I have managed to avoid spoilers. I have kept all social media off of my phone for this entire day. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Xbox has in store. Now, just in case, somebody pops into the voice chat and doesn't know that I, haven't seen anything that Xbox is going to bring today, I'm going to keep the Discord at the moment muted. And then after the fact, we'll look at bringing in our voice chat panel as we always like to do. Thank you guys so much for the likes on this. And I have to say, is Xbox going to deliver anything today, a 9.5 or better out of 10? I honestly don't know, but I think when we think about the state of Xbox, this is a big moment. They've had a very tough year this year. They've really struggled out the gate. They've struggled with their messaging. Layoffs aren't any fun or enjoyable. And yeah, that's essentially where we are. But before we begin, I hear somebody knocking on my door, which is pretty par for the course. I'll be right back. There we go. What's up, chat? What's up, Codebreaker? So I'm kind of perusing y'all's messages. Hopefully nothing got crazy. How's the volume sound, by the way? Show up on time with that notification. You're the best, dude. You are the best. All right. I think as long as nobody has any issues with how the volume is sounding, we can always adjust it here on the fly. Let's do a little bit of fast forwarding, a little time skipping, if we will, to the start of the show. There we go. Here it is. Ooh, mature content. Music is loud. Roger, roger. Be able to hear it. Oh yeah. Boom, baby. Man, they're opening. This is all like, what the hell? I guess this is they're starting off with Call of Duty, Black Ops. I mean, why not? There it is.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more. Despite a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest.
Place in the 80s? Is that the Gulf War? Oh, it's Bush.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
Something's going on. Something big.
I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire starter.
Black Ops 6 confirmed.
I figured if I stuck around.
Cool, Gulf War. Okay, I was like hearing that it might have been called, Call of Duty Gulf War or something like that.
I'm a fire starter.
Oh, and wow, taking in that 90s music.
Being hunted from the inside.
Aw, thanks, Code. As long if they are like, oh, it's not in Game Pass, I'm gonna be like, F you guys. But if it's in Game Pass, I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Something you should see. What the hell are we getting into? Don't trust anyone.
Don't trust anybody. Oh wow, like a spy thriller, military. I wish Battlefield would. I don't know. Like I always hear like Battlefield.
Out of your mind?
Less people. I haven't ever played it, and I'm like, all right. They haven't never seemed to give me a reason to want to try it. I like the little bit of ska and punk kind of mixed together with the audio. That's pretty cool.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
You just got a first look at the campaign for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Set in the 1990s after the Cold War ends, where the truth isn't what it seems. It's an honor to stand here representing the creative teams at Activision. And please stay tuned after the showcase, where we will take you inside the studios to hear directly from Treyarch and Raven, who are working on Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You'll get a 25-minute deep dive into the story and a sneak peek at multiplayer and zombies. It's been 10 years since Call of Duty has been in our show. It's been even longer since all Call of Duty players got the same game at the same time.
Yeah, dude.
Going forward, everyone will experience the game, including the Black Ops 6 beta, the season expansions, and the updates at launch.
Woo.
There are currently over 100 million people who play Call of Duty every month.
Wow, that's
We
100
hope
million?
to
Holy
grow
crap.
that community by making Black Ops 6 the first Call of Duty game that will be available in Game Pass day one.
There
So
it
no
is.
matter where you choose to play, everyone
Pass,
is welcome
baby.
to experience Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on October 25th.
All right, there you go.
I'm incredibly excited for today's show.
Big day.
I'm standing here thinking about all the passion that has gone in to making this show what it is. It's an honor to share the latest efforts from our partners around the world and from our own creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios, who are doing what I believe
that's
is
so
some
funny.
of their best work ever. And now
Yes.
I get to introduce
I
something
hated the time
that is
exclusive stuff.
special to me.
Oh, okay.
As someone who has played games for as long as I have, it's amazing that I get to set up this world premiere. So thank you all for joining us, and please enjoy the show.
Yeah, they're all the like timed exclusive stuff. I absolutely hate it. I get it, but I'm like not a fan of it. Bethesda presents. Is this Elder Scrolls 6? Before he became a hero, he was the super weapon of gods and kings. Okay, maybe not. Maybe. All right. Okay. I have no idea what this is. Is this Doom? Big old shotgun. Interesting. I have shield and a gun. All right, Doom. Wild. He's shredding a skull for bullets, and the shield has a razor blade on it. Holy crap. Man, they're rocking that music, guys. Dr. Dingle says, I'm not ready for this. We'll see. Call of Duty and Game Pass was, I think, a real strong message. Because all the rumors were like, oh, they're getting rid of Game Pass. Game Pass isn't successful. It's like, no, they're all in on Game Pass. Whether it's a good call or a bad call, it's them. Doom the Dark Ages. Okay, cool. Okay. 2025. Yeah, Game Pass, PC, etc. I believe we'll see more come to PlayStation, but there's no point in them advertising PlayStation on their stage, right? I don't know what you guys think. Xbox Game Studios.
Who were you before? Who did you
Oh,
love?
is this man, the zombie post-apocalyptic game? Why can I not remember its name? It's an excellent series. I really enjoy it. And I'm not a big zombie kind of guy.
It's too late to ask now.
Yeah, this is,
all
I
knew
think
the
this is.
risks when we ventured out beyond the gate.
They haven't shown it off in a long time.
But you helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us. We found hope in each other.
Help! I'm surrounded. They're everywhere. There's way more than I was expecting.
Why can I not recall the name of this series?
And even if we bought the other survivors just one more day,
Yeah.
the sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it.
Nice. I wonder if we're gonna see like actual gameplay.
And that helped us find the courage to keep going.
Unless they change the name, right? But it's the third one.
When we needed it the most.
Oh, look out, lady. Look out. No! No! And blam it. I didn't really know him.
But we'll keep
Oh,
your
yeah.
memory alive.
Oh no. Fall back to that toy.
Every sacrifice we make matters. And will never be forgotten.
Uh-oh. This looks, I mean, I think this has a potential to be a really big game if they, like, really nail the quality on it.
Forgotten. We live on.
State of Decay. Okay, yes. I was like, why can I not recall its name? Do they have a, is it a release date? Okay. Played on day one with Game Pass. Talk about a redundant messaging that they have to keep driving home. Electronic Arts and BioWare. Is this Dragon Age? This looks like Dragon Age.
Not looking good, old friend. This'll take more than you and me.
What are you thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
The Mage Killer.
We're going into the Fade, aren't we?
And digging up a lot of buried secrets.
Necromancer.
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
Warlock.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We'll need someone with fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on. But where are we gonna find?
Nice. Find the guy. Someone without a face. I think that's supposed to be us. Xbox Series X and PC. A Bethesda game. I wonder if we'll see Elden Scrolls 6. That's what I'm looking for. Or maybe it's what was it? Oblivion, like a Oblivion remake remaster. Well, okay, maybe not.
Received a distress call of unknown origin.
The Starfield expansion, Shattered Space, baby.
There is no record of a star station in this orbit. Something is not right.
This is the serpent's will.
Coming aboard was a mistake.
Oh, neat.
We need to run.
Hold very still.
That looks cool.
And choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You trespass in the home of House Varun. Your fate will be decided by the Great Serpent.
Can you feel its embrace encircling your heart? Constricting until there is
Interesting.
no more you. Only us.
This looks great. I wonder if it also is included in Game Pass, or if it's like, okay, Game Pass gets to the base game, buy the expansion. And new content coming tonight.
Alliance.
Okay.
We have a proposal for you.
New locations, new gear, new bounties.
Wish you the best of luck.
This new custom content. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Coming in 2024. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, another Bethesda game.
Vaultathon 76 is sponsored in part by Sugar Bombs Breakfast Cereal. Bombs away. Folks, if you're just joining us, we're coming to you live in the 10th consecutive hour of our Vaultathon 76 drive. We've got operators standing by and, oh, it looks like we've got one.
Harry's on from Skyline Valley. He's sending the whole family to Vault 76.
How about that? Skyline Valley, beautiful country, right in the heart of Shenandoah.
Oh, Shenandoah, I hear you call.
Definitely Fallout 76.
Call now to join Harry and the over 17 million Vault dwellers already on board. And let's keep those numbers climbing.
Got 4 on the line from AVR Medical Center.
Vault 76 is a growing community, and strong community can weather any storm. Why, just take a look at our
Oh, what's going on?
neighbors in Vault 63.
Emery? Hopefully I'm not butchering your name.
The greatest
How you doing?
scientific minds are hard at work, cooking up shocking new ways to protect and preserve this Appalachian Eden. Yes, Skyline Valley is a stunning portrait of Mother Nature in repose. From the picturesque Shenandoah National Park to its majestic wildlife and friendly local residents, Skyline Valley is a welcome home to all. And don't forget to bring home a souvenir or two. When the bombs started dropping, don't come a-knocking. Call now to reserve your place in Vault 76. Still not sold? Well, I suppose having skin is not for everyone.
Interesting.
Best of luck out there.
Okay. June 12th. Man, that's this week.
World premiere.
I like that it's an edited video. It just ends up, I think, doing way better. From Skyfall.
Soon she'll wake and paint again. Paint a new number, ticking down every year. One stroke, and everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness.
Oh my goodness.
Every year she paints again, and every year an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission: destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again.
Fascinating.
We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Oh, it's a turn-based RPG. Interesting. They haven't announced the title yet. Oh, that's gorgeous. They got the party order on the left-hand side.
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We...
Expedition 33.
Expedition 33.
Interesting. Okay. 2025. Game Pass as well. Oh, wow. I mean, was that a Bethesda? Like, forget it. When they announced the publisher. Xbox Game Studios game. I want some Gears and some Perfect Dark today.
My mom's still alive.
If your mom's anything like you have, she'll keep fighting till we find her.
I hope so. It's just hard to believe this is all really happening.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
Shh. That's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of bells. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Hey, I heard that.
Interesting. This looks beautiful. Interesting.
Gotta move quickly now.
I like the Louisiana and the Deep South themes.
Wait, that floating island is the gator?
Oh wow. Okay, cool. Interesting.
Oh hell no.
We got some gameplay. Okay. All
Time
right.
to find that church. down to get over there.
Interesting. I love this music.
What the hell?
Oh, wow. South of Midnight, okay. Like I just heard a title, a name, or whatever. Interesting. Game Pass as well. So yes, Game Studios makes sense. Yeah, Game Pass is gonna, it helps me try out so many games that it would be like, all right, I'm just gonna skip. Blizzard, are we seeing Diablo Diablo 4 expansion or something new from them, or WoW expansion?
In darkness, she slumbers and dreams. And for countless generations,
Man, if they announce console or Game Pass,
have risen to defend her.
we're like, oh my gosh,
They
guys.
faced monsters, tyrants, and beasts of primordial horror. Though they fought amongst themselves, their enmity following them to the most distant shores. And even across time and space, their courage never faltered. Even upon the very threshold of death. While new hope.
All right, so that basically takes us through the story, the story, etc.
The final battle draws near.
The final battle, interesting.
Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again. And Azeroth at last awakens. The world's soul, so long denied me, shall be mine.
Interesting. I don't know who this is. Yeah, the War Within. Do they have a date? August. Holy crap. That is a stacked summer coming to PC. Nothing outside of the date. Konami. Okay.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yassk in the Soviet mountains.
Feels like
ensure
Metal
the safety
Gear,
of Sokolov
like
and
a
bring it back
remake.
to the West.
Love the Metal Gear series. I never played the fifth one though. I have.
Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Naked. Okay,
I'll be
so
referring
Metal Gear
to you as
Solid 3,
Snake from
right?
now on. The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's specialty. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to
I
find my own
love this game
weapons
when I
and
played it.
equipment.
It looks
Whose
incredible
crazy
what
idea
they've done
was
with
this
it.
anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
Real one-man army.
Yeah, because they had the camouflage kind of system they attached to it.
Speak.
Snake Eater, right? Yep.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Not as exciting when the game's been out for a long time. And evil awakens. Is this Sea of Thieves? The ultimate weapon is yours to control. I'm a villain. Season 13. Okay. YouTube chat is broken. Wow. Okay. I see YouTubers, people channel on YouTube, but yeah, that's the greatness of multi-streaming. Like, watch wherever the heck it wants to work.
As long as U is free, your world is in mortal peril.
And how is it that you know?
Is this Avowed?
Because I am a god too.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn
Well,
to
maybe
kill?
not.
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you.
Fascinating. Kind of has that parkour of Forspoken, but the levels look way more like interesting. Comes an explosive Souls-like. Oh, it's Souls-like. Interesting.
Come on then, fight me and die.
Kill all gods. Okay. $7.18. Wow. That is right around the corner. Game Pass. Oh, it's Flintlock. Then it's the... Okay, got it. I was like, oh, kill all gods. Interesting.
We return to you now as the gods of mankind.
Is this Civ 7? Or Age of Empires? I guess Age of Empires makes sense.
Rulers of the Greeks and the Norse.
The Egyptians and the Atlanteans.
Interesting.
We created mankind to fight for our glory.
Yeah, the bosses and enemies and all that from the previous game looks really, really good.
Command beastly chaos.
Rain down destruction.
And unleash our fury.
Worship me. Claim my power.
And legend
will be yours.
Oh, Age of Mythology. Okay, makes sense. It's like it's definitely in the Age series.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
Is this Perfect Dark?
I always knew I had an instinct. I could see the world differently.
This looks like it'd be what I would call Perfect Dark.
I was wrong.
Dynamics, yeah.
Welcome to Garden City, where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day, every day.
How far to his last known location?
Local forces are also tracking his
Oh,
whereabouts.
this is Perfect Dark. This looks really
You
good.
need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
افتح ارسل واحدا آخر.
اختبر البوابة بحسب.
Yeah, I think if it was gonna be Perfect Dark, you definitely want that
What readings are you getting?
that spy kind of thriller
readings from your monitor.
nature to it.
Can you confirm?
I think a first-person shooter RPG. I do wonder if they'll have like a multiplayer component, or if they'll just be like, I'm just gonna tear.
On the life we think we know
Oh, parkour, baby!
turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth.
Yeah, there's the gun. Okay, yeah, I was like, there's definitely gonna be some gunplay.
Scan's clear. I'm going in blind.
Carrington!
Damn it!
Analyze. What am I looking at
This looks
here?
great, guys. This looks really good.
Research facility. If he attacks,
I think it's definitely Perfect Dark.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, Dark. Boom, baby, Perfect Dark. What's up, Phil? Thank you. Somebody was saying Master moved over to Twitch because he was saying it was having the YouTube chat wasn't loading or something. Yeah, all right, finally, dude. Yeah, let's freaking go. This looks great. Yes. I do wonder if there'll be multiplayer or if they'll just cut that completely. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Everything.
I like this. I like this a lot. Oh.
What this world was really hiding.
Oh, plot twist.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going
I like
back.
it because it has like spy thriller and then sci-fi. Perfect Dark. Cool. No release date, so that's definitely a future game, but at least we see some gameplay. So, all right, that's good.
Agent Joanna
okay.
Dark
They're gonna
is
talk to
caught
us.
in the middle of a near-future war over advanced technology that threatens the lives of millions. We hope you enjoyed the first look at gameplay, and we can't wait to share more from the developers at The Initiative and Crystal Dynamics as the game progresses. The creativity and talent of game creators are what make our industry
100%.
unique, and I'm incredibly proud of our games and our teams. They are building a diverse lineup of titles, which includes new installments in beloved franchises like Doom, The Dark Ages from id Software, updates and expansions to our ongoing games like World of Warcraft, The War Within from Blizzard, handcrafted original concepts like South of Midnight from Compulsion Games, and blockbuster games with massive audiences like Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision. On behalf of our creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, King, and Xbox Game Studios, we thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to getting their ambitious games in your hands. Diablo is one of the most enduring and beloved series in all of gaming. We're thrilled to have Diablo 4 in Game Pass, where millions of you made it your favorite way to play. This October, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred expands the demon slaying experience with an all-new character class, a new region, and of course, the next chapter in the acclaimed story. Here is the opening cinematic for the game. Let's take a look.
Okay, all right. Good way to... If they're wrapping up, this is a good, strong thing to wrap up on, especially if it's coming out this year. I need to beat Diablo 4. I haven't yet.
Boy, young one, are you all right?
I don't think this is gonna go well. Other guy in the boat.
Oh, you're not well. Please, 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 my child, let me help you.
Stay away from me! Neyrel! Is that how I raised you?
No, Mother. But
Interesting.
I must carry this burden alone. I must get to Akarat's
Yeah,
tomb.
dude, Code, we gotta just
Look at you.
team it up and get it knocked out.
Killing yourself.
I don't know how much longer I can...
I'm here, little magpie.
I missed you so much.
I'm so proud of you. But now, I need you to give up.
No. Of course it's you! You monster! Let go of me!
Let go. No. You made a choice. And I warned you, little magpie. There would be consequences.
Gross. Ugh.
Surrender.
No! I control the stone!
You hold the stone. You control nothing.
Maybe you're right.
I don't think it ended well for him.
Some help.
Poor dude. Have they revealed which class yet? Gamer thinks witch doctor. Interesting. October 8th. Okay, man, dude, October is looking stacked as well. I mean, I guess that checks out. Okay, we're still going strong. Okay, yeah, I was like, Xbox should have a ton of stuff to show.
Oh, right.
We haven't seen too much third-party stuff, though. Playground. Oh, Fable.
So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers.
I hope we see some gameplay. Humphrey, Albion's greatest hero, retired.
I mean,
Oh,
sure,
yes.
you get your mega fans,
You are like literally my favorite person.
your haters,
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
your chancers, and the occasional giant toad, for some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
We thought you could save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, doesn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
Fascinating. Not
I'm
committing
going
to
to fix
a
it,
release date?
this place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
2025. Okay, yeah. If it wasn't 2025, I'd be like, man, when are they gonna release that? Yeah, it's like, you want to stack up what else is on the way?
World premiere.
Like the presentation.
Use this. Make your own rules.
Interesting.
It's my turn.
Chain reaction. Interesting. Interesting comment. Oh, wow. Big head mode. Rule-changing hero shooter. FragPunk. Okay.
World premiere.
There is nothing left for me in the city. So, I have traveled back to where I grew up. Here, I found my childhood home in ruins. Why hasn't my aunt taken good care of it? The bridge to her house is broken, so I can't even ask her. I will make the tree stump a cozy home again, no matter what it takes. And no matter how hard it gets. I will fight. And find meaning and beauty out here. Some will say that in the dead of winter, a small city mouse doesn't stand a chance. Maybe so. But I must keep believing.
Hey, fix the bridge. Way to go.
Every winter leads to spring. Auntie, finally! No!
Oh no! I got invested in that mouse.
World premiere.
My mixtapes bend others to my will. It's a strange, almost cosmic talent.
I like the music.
Go
Absolutely.
back to a time where summers lasted forever, when friendships were
like a movie
unbreakable,
trailer.
and any trouble was good trouble.
This year, I want to ride a flaming stallion of delinquency.
Yes!
What's your name again?
From Beethoven and Dinosaur comes an adventure a lifetime in the making. Experience the freedom of the teenage wasteland, sneaking out, making out, avoiding the law, and maybe something a little more.
Hey, can I stand up?
Yeah, little Rockford, go nuts!
Set to the soundtrack of a generation.
What are we gonna think of ourselves in 10 years?
I'll just
Turns
remember
out
to
these
tell
kids are just high
myself
as all get out.
it felt important at the time.
Your greatest memories are stored in music. You're invited to go back in Mixtape.
There have been noise complaints.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, Phil. It's like you and me both, bro. Do y'all remember what it was like with no responsibilities and all kinds of time? That's what Mixtape is like. Oh, is this the plane? Okay, yeah, I was like, they were like powered by Azure and AI. It's like, all right, Microsoft Pilot Sim generation, whatever. Would you like to fly a commercial plane for fun? Absolutely breathtaking. Would you like to kill the president of Iran in your helicopter? Microsoft Flight Sim. Okay, cool. Man, another Bethesda. Okay. Bethesda's cooking. Oh, please be Oblivion. Oh, this is Elder Scrolls. This is Elder Scrolls Online. Friends along the way. You are lost to the wonder. Unwind. Explore. Oh, together. Loving the music, man. This entire show, the music has been spectacular. Are better alone together. Play all the DLC for free. Fascinating. All right. Gold Road, June 18th. Okay.
World premiere.
Damn, they are still crushing it. World premiere. Let's go.
I swore I'd never use my power again.
Interesting. Square. Whoa, okay.
But 2 nights ago, I found my friend's body in the woods.
Supernatural murder mystery.
I don't know who I can trust. Or who trusts me. But my friend Safi is dead.
Okay.
So why can I still hear her voice? Focusing my power, I somehow shifted into a parallel timeline. Here, Safi is still alive. The danger stalks our every step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Hang on. Parallel world?
It's the same as this one, except you're dead. I can still save Safi. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
Okay, cool. Double exposure. I'm having a lot of fun just reading subtitles. Yeah, they ignored Dare. Decker. Very well put. This is Machine Games, so yeah, there we go.
Are you
Indiana
sure you want
Jones.
to investigate these Hindi?
I can't let this go. It could be the best kept secret in history.
What are you going to do, Indiana?
These artifacts have a deep connection to something in the past. Boss believes they hold a kind of power. A discovery that could change the world.
What were you doing out there?
Fresh air! We have to find the stones, Gina. Or they will. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you'd get a perfectly aligned circle.
The Great Circle.
Exactly.
I intercepted a Morse code coming from the Himalayas.
Where Voss is sending all of his men.
That's a great transition right there. Very on par with Indy.
Battleship? Yep. Let's get a closer look.
Gotta find the stone and get off this ship.
What's that in his hands? What does it say?
Earth something. What was that?
We'd better hide. Ciao.
Hey!
Hands behind your head. Where's the stone, you American rat?
What stone?
Have you ever heard of Höhenangst?
Fear of heights?
Yes! And I have it. I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand! Devotion. Total and absolute devotion to the fatherland. You have no purpose. What you have is your stupid American cartoons. Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Ha 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 ha! You laugh and dance, celebrating your own idiocy and drinking the piss you call beer! I will walk through fire for the devoted men of the Reich.
Indiana Jones is American, yeah.
That stone. Now!
Can't give you what I don't have.
I shall search your corpse to make sure!
Wait! Please wait.
Give me the stone.
Gina.
We gotta get out of here.
Help me!
This is great.
The stone! The stone!
Gina! Haltet sie auf! Erschießt sie!
You always thought he was British? Oh, okay. Interesting. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, Vol, you got that right. Bum. And a great circle. Still no date though. Coming 2024. Interesting. Interesting choice. Let me see this at the Summer Games Fest. Maybe not, or maybe it's more of that. good. Looks fun. Whoa. Cloning himself. Interesting. We got shooting and melee combat. Yeah, Mecha Break. We did definitely see that at the Summer Games Fest. Okay. Who doesn't like giant robot battles?
You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you. The first signs are really subtle, but over time, it becomes clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity.
Fascinating. Oh! Different kinds of weapons that they're showing off with the combat. Oh, switch to a hammer. Fascinating. Magic, axe, something?
I should know. It runs in my blood.
Nothing is forever. Chang, fallen feathers. Okay. Alright, alright. It seems kind of Souls-like, Cameron. And we are still rocking and freaking rolling.
Come. Your Emperor has chosen you as our envoy to the living lands. That wild frontier suffers from the dream scourge.
Maybe this is the
Find the roots of this terrible plague and put an end to it.
He is wrong. The dream scourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous rot. Go. Tame the chaos that plagues the living lands, so that those who remain standing can shape its future.
They both deceive you. There is more wonder in this world than eyes alone can see. You must open yourself to its mysteries. Tend to its purpose, no matter how wild. And become what the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Avowed. Okay. And no date. Okay. 2024. That actually looked way better than what they showed us with Avowed back in February or something like that.
World premiere.
Rebellion. In-game footage. Okay.
Emergency at Windscale Atom Plant. It's not emergency, but disaster.
Interesting.
Now the worst seems to be over.
What's up, Wes? How you doing, bud? Atomfall. Okay. 2025. We've seen a handful of 2025 games today. Yeah, nice balmy Texas spring. That's a real Texas way of describing how it's like, ugh. Their springs are so short.
Did your father ever tell you why my bones ache in the weather? War. Their soldiers killed everyone.
I do not fear our enemy. They talk of peace and
Or
dream
Florida
of
has come
war.
to Texas. Yeah, that's accurate.
Our people deserve to be freed of the oppressor's grasp.
Vengeance is a lonely path now, eh? Believe me, there are other ways to heal.
People so quick
Okay,
to
so this
abuse
is the
their
Assassin's Creed.
not deserve to keep it.
There is much we will learn from each other, Yasuke.
Oh, yeah.
You can see when two people fit, when they will be better together.
There is no honor in preying on the weak.
Together, we will bring justice back to the people.
November 15th. Okay, okay. Yeah, get out of October if you can.
Скіфе, радий тебе бачити, друже. Валимо звідси. Ви тільки погляньте на це. Край, чарівний край черемоша і прута. Ти моя любов, ти рідна
What is
матінко
that light? It makes me
моя.
think
Жива.
danger.
Координати закинув. Поквапся.
I have no idea what this game could be. Oh, wow. I never played any of the Stalker series, so if this is on par with that, then I guess that makes sense. It seems like there's like obviously lightning anomalies.
Зараз час такий. Час можливостей.
Stalker 2. Thanks, Ben.
Усі ці жертви. Усі ці смерті.
Yeah, I never played any of the Stalker
Який в
games.
них
That's
сенс?
good. Interesting. High quality. At least it looks like that.
Зона така, якою бачиш і ти. Я ж показав тобі, якою я її бачу. Іди своїм шляхом, і тоді ти зможеш побачити зону по-своєму.
All right, and Game Pass. I don't know. Is Stalker Xbox property now? Like,
We've been honored to partner with GSC Game World, the Ukrainian studio behind S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2.
okay.
We can't wait for you to experience their game yourselves on September 5th. Today, you've seen amazing games from creators around the world, from both our partners and our own studios, from the biggest blockbusters to original independent games. I hope you enjoy the breadth of titles coming to Xbox. In addition to all these great games, we're introducing a new all-digital Series X and expanding color and storage options across the Series X and S lineup. They'll be coming to select markets this holiday. These new X and S consoles, alongside the many other devices in our Xbox gaming family, offer you more choices. It's our mission to make Xbox the best place for you to play by including the titles from our own studios in Game Pass at launch, by bringing your games into the future with our commitment to game preservation, by pushing the technical boundaries in our future hardware, and empowering you to play your games anywhere you want on Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud. This is what defines Xbox today and in the future.
They need to update their cloud
and
service.
we're hard at work on the next generation. Immediately after Showcase ends, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct begins. We're taking you inside Treyarch and Raven for an extended look at what's next in Black Ops. But before we dive into the Direct, we've saved one more thing.
Please be Gears.
World premiere.
Yeah, they're always going to be committed to hardware. They learned the lesson of backing out of the phones. But they believe every screen's an Xbox, so it just becomes... It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Yes! 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 Dude, let's go. Oh. Come on. Damn. Is that... I can't tell if that's Marcus or not. Like, it kind of looks like him, but... Maybe not. Oh, hell. Yeah, I don't think that's Marcus. But he had that thing, the bandana or whatever. Oh. Whoa. Oh, good music. Kind of callback. Is that a young Marcus? This immersion day? E-Day. Holy crap, dude. Woo, baby. Yeah, the Mad World, like, it was a great callback. Okay, so I'll go ahead and mute this. Personally, I'm like, it's Call of Duty, guys. It's Call of Duty. What's up, Vol, dude? So yeah, we finally got some Gears news, which obviously there's no like date. That's just like we're working on it. A lot of, I think, all in all, I felt like this was actually like a really good showcase. Lots of games. They did not like drop any like hardware announcements, which I feel would be too early in the cycle to they already talked about they're working on hardware, but we already knew that. I really wish they made some cloud announcements. I really wish they were like, and coming to cloud this year, all of your own games will also be playable on xCloud or something like that. That is one of the biggest weaknesses. Did it show a 6 on that you know, in that case, because it's like it just is Gears of War E-Day. Yeah, so
I believe it said Gear 6.
It said Gear 6?
Yeah, I think it said Gear 6. I think I just saw it there.
We'll let it play back again because it's like, yeah, E-Day is really cool. I didn't see a 6, but it's like, yeah, Gear 6. I guess that's also one of the biggest problems that they have with the story after 5, because it gave you a choice. Like, you had this choice of who lives and dies.
I've never played a Gears of War game.
Really? Okay. I really have always enjoyed the series, both in terms of just chilling with it, in terms of multiplayer, like horde mode, etc. Or like, you know, I played the stories. The only one I never played or got into was Judgment, Gears of War Judgment. I skipped that one, so to speak.
I didn't grow up with Xbox, so right now is the only time I've had anything that is of a Microsoft property, really, like, and that's Diablo, WoW, but also Game Pass.
Yeah.
And I have to kind of say, I kind of wish every showcase was like this. That was a phenomenal amount of games.
Yeah.
And they hit on all the right notes.
And being that this is pre-filmed and edited, you don't end up having kind of these just like, it does remove the viral moments that, you know, could happen back from the old events, but I felt like it was jam-packed and tight. And we heard from Phil Spencer to start, then it followed up by Matt Booty, and then finally, and I'm so sorry, what's her name?
Sarah Bond.
Sarah Bond, thank you. And it's like, I'm not sexist. I was like, I know the guys' names, girls' names. What? A lady is in video games? But no, like I thought they did good, and it wasn't focusing on that. Like, you know, honestly, it would like, I don't know how in this presentation you would broach that, like what games are coming to PlayStation. I think it really is going to come down to marketing, because with Call of Duty, like Phil Spencer opened up the show and he was like, we haven't had Call of Duty at our show in 10 years because Sony had the marketing rights. And I think marketing rights are going to be really interesting to see the overall impact, and his commitment to not punishing other platforms, right? Like, oh yeah, like we're, you know, like, oh, this mode is coming to Call of Duty for a year before it comes everywhere else. You know, like all of that timed exclusivity stuff.
Interesting there. Did you see at the end of Dragon Age Veilguard, there was no mention of other platforms?
Well, I don't know if they need to. You know, there's no like a legal requirement to be like, and it's coming to PlayStation. You know, like the internet will go and sleuth it out. But what do you think?
I'm not too sure, because I've heard, because Dragon Age came out and I've been a massive long time Dragon Age fan. I've been waiting 10 years for this announcement, and I was really disappointed with it.
Okay.
It's not what I was as a long time fan I've been looking for. It doesn't feel like Dragon Age. Certainly, and it's what a lot of older fans are like as well. It feels like League of Legends, Fortnite, Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Where it looks like Arcane, and it's just not the art style people have come to expect. And it almost feels like a rug has been pulled out under people, because all the marketing and leaks were talking about Dreadwolf.
Yeah.
And that's what happened at the end of Inquisition, but you're not getting that. You're getting something completely different.
Well, they've gone through kind of development hell. Like when you kind of look into it, like it'll be interesting to see if people receive this, or if it's like, oh, BioWare is no more. Like it's BioWare in name only.
They have a gameplay trailer on Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
But it's odd because this showcase has made me more excited for Starfield.
Yeah, the Starfield expansion looks great.
Yeah,
I liked, and like everybody was hating on the game. I'm like, I really enjoyed it. I had fun. Like, I don't know. Like, and then again, I never played Fallout, so people were like, it's just Fallout in space, and I'm like, oh, and I was like,
that's nothing. The Fallout 76 and ESO has made me excited for those. It's made me excited for Arcane. Look, I've come out of this more excited for a ton of games I would never play.
Okay.
Than the games I would play, which is odd.
Now, Chad is adding in some context. We got Kevin here saying, obviously, it's because it's an Xbox show. And you think about Life is Strange. I don't think in an Xbox showcase by Xbox that they have any obligation to be like, and it's coming to PlayStation, even if it is coming to PlayStation, right? Like we know that at least Square Enix, when they're concerned, they're definitely going to go there. And then Kevin says Doom actually has a PS5 trailer, but they didn't say PS5 during the show. I don't think they need to, right? Like I think we're going to continue to see Microsoft shift into just like our games are everywhere. We have hardware. We're not leaving the hardware, because even Satya Nadella said it was a mistake to drop the Windows Phone. Years later, they realized like they not having that footprint in the space is hurting them in the long run. So abandoning like a physical, console, I don't think is in their best interest. However, their metric for success isn't in terms of those consoles sold, but that's where the next, whatever they end up doing, whether it's handheld, hybrid, cloud, whatever their iteration for the next, Xbox is, like there's going to have to be some kind of, if they want to put numbers on the board, it's going to have some compelling features that, or compelling price in that regards.
I want them to
yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show. Yeah, I do. I really want the hybrid as well. Like when I look at my Steam Deck and my Logitech G Cloud, like if Xbox came out with that, because like the one thing I'm jealous about the PlayStation Portal is that they have the like an actual PlayStation control, where on my Logitech G Cloud it's comfortable, but I would prefer something a little bit more, beefy in this regards. Obviously, then you have that kind of the screen, and that would be, I think, a value. I don't think that's the one play though. I think if they like how they had the Series S and the Series X, I think next generation could be like, here's your like the same thing I wish with Nintendo. Like I was like, I wish Nintendo had just a Switch that wasn't a Switch. It was just a dedicate, like it's just plugged into my TV. And it got, I was able to get more power because it doesn't have to worry about doing the screen and all that stuff. Like, just give me that option as a consumer. And I wonder if that's what Xbox is going to end up doing with the next generation.
I'm just excited for the whole dynamic of introducing a lot of mobility into where I can play games now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Steam... I'm going to downsize when I move. I'm downsizing my desktop to a micro form factor PC to save on desk space. I'm just going to get a handheld for on the go now. There's really, just because of cloud, there's really no need for me to have these big cumbersome machines anymore, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm
with you.
Saves a ton of money.
But you still, like, no matter what, there's, like, we're not going to see, like, all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, I'm on, like, it's not going to be that big of a shift, because, like, people are like, what is this? Can I run this? Is this going to work?
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, Xbox not talking about, and obviously they said these games are coming to cloud, but that's through Game Pass. I'm wondering when xCloud is going to receive some kind of, I would assume, are we going to see some kind of upgrade to that service anytime soon, or if it's, or are they just going to wait till the next generation to kind of push that limit? PlayStation, I'm really excited when PlayStation 5 cloud service comes to PC, and that's going to be one of the funniest things when, like, people are like talking about like, oh, our games aren't launching on PC day and date, and then it's cloud services there, and it's like, yeah, they are.
It's like what's happening with Xbox's cloud service, because
that's what I'm wondering.
So I've got Game Pass now. Yeah. I got that from it's free. I got it redeemed as a package via my broadband for 6 months.
Root.
But looking at the showcase, I'm going to continue that subscription.
Yeah.
They've already just converted me into a paying customer.
If Call of Duty wasn't confirmed for Game Pass, and it's good that they opened up with that, but if they're like, and it's skipping Game Pass or something like that, I mean, like, I would have canceled Game Pass today, because the promise of Game Pass is that I don't have to purchase your games. I'll have your service.
Are you a massive Call of Duty player?
We play them. I really enjoyed it. I took probably a 5 or 6 year break after Modern Warfare 2. And then I came back and wasn't happy. I wasn't enjoying it overall. Like, I would say I went to Titanfall and Titanfall 2 and really enjoyed that because I followed the creatives behind it. And then when they remade Modern Warfare 2, we picked it up again as a friend group, and like, I enjoyed it. It's good. Like, I don't know life them, in that regards, but it is still pretty cool. Kevin says, I'm using xCloud to play Octopath 2. Yes, dude. They brought Octopath 2. I would have loved to see them announce like Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster or something like that. But yeah, that's the thing. But you can do that because it's a part of Game Pass. If you purchased Octopath Traveler 2 and it wasn't in Game Pass, xCloud right now won't let you do that. And it's like, come on, like Xbox, like they stated that as kind of a key promise of the platform at some point. and I think they said they're working on it. It's coming soon, but we didn't get an update here at the show. That's the one thing I would say. Like, if I was going to dock them any points, I was hoping for some more information there. I wasn't expecting them to do a new console announcement. And but it's not like I mean, I'm with you, Val. I think this was a great showcase.
Oh, yeah.
I think they showed up, they had games, they had gameplay, and it wasn't just trailer focused, and they dropped some dates. So I feel like I would say from what we've seen in today's showcase, the next 24 months are jam-packed.
Yeah,
they're jam-packed.
Like, you know, it's funny because that showcase felt more tailored to me as someone who plays a lot of RPGs than anything Sony's done within the past, well, ever since the PS5 released.
Yeah.
That's been the best showcase I've seen.
I do wonder that, Kevin. Kevin says true. Maybe it's a licensing issue. And that's essentially kind of like, I think they're all trying to figure out the business and the business value thing, right? Why aren't certain games on GeForce Now? Square Enix has started to put them there. Is it, like, what's this transaction? And I think they're trying to figure out what is the license to have a game on a streaming service
I've
cost
done a
you?
bit of research into this.
Okay, educate me.
Boosteroid has an opt-out system instead of an opt-in system.
Okay.
So all games, you can play all games in your Steam library. Just if you bought it, you have it, because Boosteroid markets it as you're only renting a virtual machine.
Well, that's what GeForce Now is doing, and then people were like opting. Oh, they're opting out for sure.
Yeah, I don't think legally that publishers have any recourse to tell a customer they can't rent a PC.
Right.
Even if it's from someone else's infrastructure, but they don't want to go into the legal trouble of fighting that until they have a large enough subscriber base to probably do it, because I believe GeForce Now is 25 million people. That's a substantial number of people. That's only going to grow as time, but again, it's like, do they even need to go into a legal battle then? Because if they get more than, I'd probably say 40 million people.
I literally am in this position where people are like, are you playing Once Human? Are you playing this game? And it's honestly an evaluation of, if it's coming to GeForce Now, hell yes. If it's not, it is probably not going to be a game that I'm gonna pick up right away. Now, Destiny 2 is on GeForce Now, and they've been for a long time, which is great. So I'll look at, probably pick. So that's where literally GeForce Now is becoming an actual, like, will I purchase your game or not? Kind of question. And
it's a value add
for the customer. It makes it just so easy. Like from for those us fellow dads out there, or workaholics out there, like just the ability to kind of boot up a game really quick, not have to do any updates, and just play, whether I'm going to play for an hour or if I'm going to play for 15 minutes. It lets me check into these games. It lets me kind of like, it's these it makes it easy to jump in and touch the game, so it doesn't become kind of out of sight, out of mind, and I'm still able to be who I need to be in the real world. Like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, and then at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool. I don't want to go back into the office. I don't want to go sit down. I want to just relax, and that's one of the things that gives me.
I view it as someone in sales, right? If I was marketing it to these companies, I'd be like, cloud is such a phenomenal innovation, because what you have is people buying £500 on consoles, £2,000 to £3,000 on PCs. That's at a budget they can allocate now to games, to actual software. And everybody's complaining that there's not enough money. Everybody's complaining that people aren't spending. So why the hell are you saying, do you know what, we're going to keep it off the thing that's going to take up the vast majority of your budget for the next 8 to 10 years, instead of saying, no, buy Elden Ring on GeForce Now.
I hope we see Elden Ring drop on GeForce Now with Shadow of the Earth Tree. I hope we see.
So do I.
Like, there's so many things that it's like, the same thing. Like, I enjoyed Forspoken, and I felt like some of the games we saw here at this presentation was like, oh, this kind of looks like a Forspoken game, but it's looks better. But I was like, man, Forspoken, with all its performance issues that people were highlighting when it came out, it's like, man, GeForce Now would have been a perfect solution for that. Phil says, just FYI, Starfield Creation Kit drops tonight. I saw that, and I didn't see if it was tonight or whatnot, but that means we can use the mods and all that stuff. So I'm gonna have to check that out. And GeForce Now supports Starfield, so that's one of the things that's gonna make I think that hopefully it makes it very easy to apply different mods and play around with it. It's gonna be great.
Does GeForce now support the mods on Starfield?
Well, with the creation kit, I believe it's managed by the game and the interaction, right?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, so we might have to. Do we know what time the creation kit drops tonight? I probably need to get sleep tonight. So.
Did you hear though that Diablo apparently has had 100% player retention this season?
100% player retention?
Yeah, apparently
that sounds like a BS number.
No, Riker apparently showed it on a stream.
But what does that mean? What is the 100 player retention?
I think what it probably means is that they've kept the vast majority of their population over the season compared to past seasons where people were leaving.
The vast majority. I was like, there's no way that somebody is, not setting that game down. So it's like 100%. I was like,
no, it's
all right.
like I think it's.
But yeah, they've
just
really. Well, and essentially,
Yeah.
like if we're then thinking of it in terms of like like when we talk about 100%, like 100% is basically a multiplayer times 2. So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, the community came, a bunch of community came back or started playing it through Game Pass, etc., and they're still playing it, as opposed to where you see like
through Game Pass.
Yeah, like I have it on PC and I purchased it when it came out, but yeah, I got it. It's cross-play, cross-save, so I got it on Xbox with that. I haven't put it on Xbox, but just like we're talking with code at the start of the show and stuff, like I need to make some time for Diablo so I can finish the story and have a work on enough
I wonder what
characters.
Microsoft's going to do over the next few years with Game Pass and their offering, because that's a lot of games that were coming day and day.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to see another price increase, or if they're hoping that basically by showing off that showcase, they're going to basically get more people, and then economies of scale can take effect there.
Yeah, scale is really where the price value will remain, and if they don't have scale, I could see price going up. I would like them honestly to just like pull the helm, like all the stops out and be like, "WoW subscription is covered by Game Pass."
Yeah,
like, what the, but
that was the best WoW trailer.
That was
I
a
ever
great
saw.
WoW
Like,
trailer. Yeah.
If they put WoW in Game Pass, they have got me as a permanent Game Pass subscriber.
Oh yeah, like it's a no-brainer. Like I think I would I don't when it comes down to it, like if I really wanted to, I could definitely go. So there's nothing that says I can't go play WoW. I'm just not connected to that game and that universe. I've tried it a handful of times, but even with like classic and stuff like that, the fact that it's on GeForce Now and they're adding in more like controller support, and I'm like, yeah, they're just making it easier for people to jump into the game, and it would be interesting to see the overall impact of that. Phil confirms that the creators and mod store is actually managed by the game, so it's not like you have to go out to a third-party website. You can literally download the mods and play around with them, which actually sounds really cool. So we might have to get back on some Starfield and see what's going on with it.
It does give me hope that the modding scene isn't going to disappear when cloud becomes more prominent, probably within the next 2 to 4 years.
If it's successful and it ends up creating like an actual marketplace where people can make money, in that regard, do you think about like how the YouTube has like the revenue share and stuff like that? Like if all of a sudden it's like, what do you do for a living? It's like, oh, I make mods to video games and I just put them out there.
It's a bit of a dream job, that, isn't it? I mean, I'm not sure how much it pays, because I've heard some.
Right. Are people willing to have because right now, like how modding pays is, and same thing with private servers, like it's like we can't charge for this game like for Final Fantasy 11, but it's that there is a Patreon, like if you want to support the game in a way,
I believe Patreon's terms of service don't allow for that anymore.
Well, I don't know. There's other ways to like, so there are methods that, kind of are around and about, but
Xbox has certainly instilled confidence in me. I'm not a hardcore Xbox person. I've always been PlayStation. And then I moved over to PC in university probably about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I moved back to PlayStation, then PlayStation melted. And then I had to get a new one. And so, no, Xbox is certainly instilling confidence in me. I would like to see how a lot of the Xbox faithful are treating this.
It's gonna be interesting. On Tuesday, I'm gonna be collabing with Colt Eastwood, so we can kind of run down the gambit of our thoughts on Xbox and what we saw here today, and then as people kind of process it, because we know that it's not just about the showcase. There's gonna be all kinds of different news beats and more that are going to be kind of rocking and rolling. So it's going to be Be fun. Roland Roy says, been thinking about you, man. Been thinking about you, Brian. My son is almost 2, and the second baby is on the way, dude. Hell yeah. Was thinking of how does he do it? The joke I have when people ask me, like, how do you afford kids? I go, afford kids? it's like how do you do it? I don't know, man. Like, you find that being a parent, you get superpowers. You know, it's just like it allows for that. The kids get older as well, so obviously you got a 2 and another one on the way. Like we have a 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, and a 1. And so it's like there is a difficulty in that age range, but I tell you, hands down right now, the 9 and the 6, holy crap, dude! Like it's a whole different ball game. It's excellent. They love helping out, and so it's I think the max difficulty you get on kids is 4. So after 4, it doesn't get any harder. It's like but it's funny because Julie and I were like, I remember like freaking out when Maddie like had popcorn for the first time and just being so scared. And then the baby's crawling around, and obviously the older kid drops popcorn and the baby eats it just fine. You know, I watch them still because I'm a paranoid, you know, like I'm trying not to be a too helicopter of a parent, but yeah. Dude, congratulations on the future, the new baby on the way, dude. That's awesome. Be keeping you guys in my prayers for both a healthy and safe delivery as well. So congratulations, dude. That's fantastic. Go ahead. Yeah,
I
go
do
ahead.
have one question for Xbox, because it's great now, but what's it going to look like next year when we're having this conversation again? Because PS5 looked great last year, and now we have nothing on that system. What's it going? You know, if Microsoft's got the studios, if they can get that into sort of a rotation of
that's what they need.
They'll always have something coming.
They
out.
need, you know, you kind of think about it as kind of they need 4 big games a year, you know, so you can have first quarter, you know, breaking it up by quarter release, then coupled in with a bunch, you know, kind of AA stuff, etc. And then you kind of also offset that with games of service, like, you know, Fallout 76, World of Warcraft, ESO. And so that, and, you know, heck, even like other games, Call of Duty, technically you could think of it as a game of service, but they will charge you every year for that. And I don't blame them. Or the bigger game as a service is their Game Pass. So it's like, will I be playing the new Call of Duty? Yeah, it's on Game Pass. You know, that's just going to make it very easy for... Yeah, go ahead.
Becoming their back. I could see MMOs becoming their backbone, because that's a guaranteed every 2-year release.
Yeah.
With constant updates through that.
Well, and it's also established. They have established MMOs. Like launching a new MMO is such a hard thing. And we just obviously been seeing all the kind of drama and frustration with, veteran players in New World, where it's like, all right, guys. And it's like, we know we're also getting new content. We know all of this is coming. And I, as a player, I'm just like, all right, I'm waiting for you to talk to me, the longtime player, about why I need it. What, like, because console is going to be, I think, massive for that game.
I'm actually genuinely surprised how Phil Spencer was talking about, you know, what was it? You know, play it everywhere, absolutely. Like, Xbox has been really fair on monetization, I feel, compared to a lot of other game studios. And it's odd because you would think Xbox has the most cost to recover out of all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Phil says on the kid thing, then the teen years come. So yes, we have not yet. We have not hit the teen years. My oldest turns 10 this year, so that's quite the milestone. Val, I think I need to wrap up though, because I was hoping to be rocking and rolling. And wow, Rolls Royce pulling out the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for that support. That pushes us up to 93. I've been just kind of haven't reset that, but for every 25, I gift out 5, and that is so generous. Thank you so much. It's not necessary, but I mean, man, it really does mean the world to me and the kids, because it's like, how do I afford it? Well, I just honestly, it's always just for me, like from a religious perspective, it's just an act of trust in God. Like, all right, like our fridge literally went out. And that's one of the reasons why, like, it's just been kind of a crazy weekend, but the fridge went out. We've been trying to make sure we try to say we got ice and freezer bags, and we're like, all right, hopefully we don't lose the food, but we had to go out and buy a new fridge. And it's just like, and, like, all right. And my wife, it gets nervous about big purchases, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna worry about it. Like I just give it up to God. Like you got it. Whatever. Fridges happen. I hope this like the last fridge, like the fridge I had lasted 17 years. You know, and I was like, yeah, that's great because I've been hearing horror stories about fridges only lasting 5, and so we, yeah. There's like when we did the research on it, we were finding the reasons what was breaking the fridges, which was the indoor, like you have the door dispenser because it puts when they put the ice maker in the fridge, that it's like causing problems, and the fridge is trying to balance out two different temperatures of two different humidities, etc. So we got one that actually doesn't have it in the door. You open the door and then you have like a water dispenser that way, and then the ice maker is actually in the freezer. And so it seems so far
you've got like one of the mega fridges. Like we in the UK call them American fridges because it is uniquely American.
Yeah, it's in America, like they call it. We got a French door fridge. And in France, they call it an American fridge because there's not a French door fridge. It's just marketing, It's like oh, dude, you bought a countertop ice maker and turned off your fridge, dude. I told Jules, like, not that I'm not drinking right now because on this weight loss journey, but it's like at some point, when I'd like to see if we could get a craft ice making machine, something where it makes a fancy little ice for my whiskey. Chewy ice for life, dude. That's awesome.
I would say another benefit I'm glad you just brought up there is not having to justify the huge purchase to your wife.
Yeah. Chewy ice life. I like it. Guys, that was a lot of fun. I think the Xbox event was really well. It'll be interesting to see. I'll go look at some stuff and reactions online, but man, I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun year, and I do think based off of what we saw with the Diablo expansion, I need to kind of get back on that horse and continue to go with it. And then in Discord, Leroy is asking if GeForce Now Ultimate is worth it. I'm gonna say 1,000,000,000% yes. It is absolutely worth it.
It's about 11 cents an hour for me every month.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much it costs to run it, and comparing that to an Alienware rig that degrades and ages when you're basically just getting new hardware every from NVIDIA because they upgrade their services, it's like it's a no-brainer. Because you're not that's just running costs. You're not even from a 4080, you're not calculating when they upgrade to a 50 series.
Exactly. Guys, that's gonna be it for today's live stream. I'm gonna go hang out, relax, spend some time with the family. We got one more soccer game today as well, but I'm gonna also go get some food because I think the only thing I ate today was some pork rinds because I got back from one soccer game and I was like, it was like give me a snack. So they were really good, by the way. Julie found a deal. That's one of the things, like when it comes down to like just affording kids, like my wife, she takes any dollar that I bring in and multiplies it by like 10. She'll because she goes to the store, like different stores on different days, and they have like these insane clearance specials. So she'll buy like 10 gallons of milk for 90 cents a gallon, and you're like, what? And obviously, and then we freeze it, and then we because we did it like a while back. The nice thing about the fridge issue was like we have a deep freezer, so we're like, oh, let's just move what we can into the freezer and freeze that. And so it's like, so when she comes along these deals, and then we just defrost these gallons of milk over the course of however long until the next time there's a big sale. So it is definitely a blessing to have her on my team. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit finish the stream, and I'm gonna go hang out with my wife. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you.
Have a great day, Brian.
You guys do the